Alright guys, I never made the Adventure Sprite video from when I played it at a regional during early cash format. And I'm going to be honest, the only reason I stopped playing this deck and went to Dragon Link was because I was scared of the ban list. And I decided to play this over the last couple days, and it's been okay. Obviously, as you saw the Toad, we're playing the Frog. I don't like Melfi Adventure Sprite. I don't think there's enough synergy there to make it worth playing. So anyway, we're going to go over this, and yeah. So starting with the Sprite cards, we played 3 blue, 3 jet, 2 red, 2 carrot. I'm playing 48 cards, so I want to see the other names, and without Elf, you need the grind game. I could see dropping 1 or even like doing 1-1 if you wanted to. I have considered playing Pixies because of Double Cross and with SP Little Knight. But I think this so far is fine and been the most consistent. I do want to lower it. I'm not happy with 48 cards. The deck's done decent from what I've tested with. And for the rest of the Sprite, Spell, and Traps, we got 2 starters. That's all you can play. Smashers, Gamma Burst, and Double Cross. I do kind of want to cut Smashers. That's about Elf, you don't always have the free body, even though you do have a red or a carrot you can send some of the time. But I'm not committed. I wouldn't like cut it from the list entirely. I'd definitely side it. Or you could side the Gamma Burst because the adventure stuff is just a bunch of 2k bodies, and that's pretty solid. But anyway, that's it for the Sprite cards. Sprite is probably my favorite mid-rangey combo deck, even though I post a lot of Dragon Link. You know, I don't really consider Dragon Link to be mid-rangey, though it can. But moving on to the adventure stuff, we play 3 water, a Griffin, 2 right, Fateful, Draco back, and a Foolish. This card, these 6 are really insane. You could play a 3rd right, I just don't want to clog on it. The only one you really hate drawing is this, because if you open the Griffin and like a Water Enchantress, you can banish the Water Enchantress, search right, activate right special with token, get Fateful, do like general Sprite combo. Before you get locked into 2s, you can get this. Free body, make Sprint, or IP with. So it's decent for that, but usually it doesn't happen a ton because they're not running multiples. Griffin is insane. You don't always have to make Toad because of the Griffin, and yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about this. I really like the adventure package. So, also, even if you just draw this in your opening hand, you can activate it and pitch Angler if you open the Angler, even without the other card. That's why I don't hate opening this, but this card sucks to open. I wouldn't cut it, but then Foolish helps bridge into the next engine we're going to talk about, which should be the other water stuff. So we got the Foolish Burial, which is really good for the Nimble package also. So we got triple Angler for a reason we'll go over in a minute. Triple Beaver. Angler plus this, or plus this, is full Sprite combo. Because you can pitch this off a Fateful Adventure, get your search, trigger Angler, get 2 beavers, which is pretty good. I do want to play some fish. I just haven't bought them yet. I don't want to pay $20-ish a pop for them. I need to get a non-gold rare Foolish. Probably going to get a secret. Might get ulti Water Enchantresses at some point. But this engine is nuts. Beavers doesn't really conflict with the Water Enchantress. Sometimes it can, but usually if you're in that position, you're fine. Anyway, moving on from this. We got the Frog package of triple swap. Swap Frog is really, really good in this build specifically over the Melfi, Penny, and Caddy. Because Swap can pitch Angler, which will get you a free body fight using your normal summon, which will trigger the Angler and get you 2 Beavers, with 3 bodies for free. Or you can pitch Water Enchantress off of it, which doesn't consume your normal summon and get you right, which is solid. This little engine has so much power, and another thing a lot of people don't talk about is that the Melfi build has like 0 follow-up at all. And when you get into Toad, Toad will add back a Beaver, which is follow-up. So there's that. This little engine is nuts. If I ever play Pure Sprite again, I don't know if I play this over the Melfis. It would just depend on the format and how much I like doing that. I would probably test with it though. The bridge engine and non-engine, we have triple prosperity is prosperity. If this card gets hit to 1, it invalidates this whole deck because you need the added consistency. Unless you try to play it closer to 40, but at that point you just try to play Pure Sprite. I think 2 is fair for it to be hit to. Because it's a consistency hit to a consistency card. It's like Pot of Desires, but this card is broken because it can get you any board breaker in Fury from your side deck after milling 6. But I really don't want it to be hit at all. Prosperity is kind of fair, but it's not. I really like it. I'm a Prosperity apologist. I love this card. The non-engine, which is what I'm not decided on, we got triple Fenrir. Card's insane. If you open Fenrir plus like Angler or a Swap Frog level 2 that doesn't enable like Sprite combo on its own, you can like normal swap, use Swap Frog's effect to dump if you want. After you special summon the Fenrir and use Fenrir's effect to search, and then make a sprint, which is decent. I like that aspect. Plus Fenrir is just really good in the rescue ace right now. So there's the Fenrirs. Then we're on 3 Ash, because we are in a hand trap format. This deck does struggle with Unchained, but there's nothing really solid in the Unchained. And we got 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm. I really like the hand trap ratios. I do want to fit DD Crow or 4 Bystials in here somewhere. The issue with that is the amount of cards I'd be playing would be well over 50 at that point, unless I just slap in like a bit like a Magnum and a Druis or 2 Crow and just play even 50. But I don't really want to do that. But you need these for rescue ace, and this is just generic board breaker and helps you combo. This card's insane. I don't see it a lot. You could argue, because we're at 48, if you don't own Fenrirs, because they are like $20 a pop, you just cut it and play 45 or play 3 DD Crow or a Bystial lineup down here, which would be fine. I would probably just play 45 cards if I had to do that. But Fenrir is really good. Fenrir's gonna get, I feel like if they hit tier limit, they're gonna do like 1 Fenrir or 2 Fenrir. I prefer 2, but there's a couple spots in this deck that could get hit. The Sprite lineup's fine. It's just I'm worried about Prosperity and Fenrir are gonna get hit. But that still wouldn't be the biggest deal. And I got my boy up here. Free this man, Colossus. Card can come back. But moving on from the main deck, extra deck. I'm not going to go over side deck except for 2 Mannequin Cat targets, which I think is fine. We got 1 Toad because Toad's broken. 2 Gigantic. This card is insane. Like sometimes if you get into a grind game, which the Adventure Sprite build does have a decent grind game because of Toad and just adventure stuff in general, but it's not great. It's not like with Elf. So the third one could come up if you're at that point. You're playing a road deck and you probably should have lost anyway. So 2 is fine. 1 the Gem Buster. This card's nuts. It's okay, but I don't make this card a ton because usually when I open the extender to do this. I do an IP instead. Only by Mario, standard Sprite stuff, and the Mannequin Cat. These I don't make a ton, but I like having the option. The Mannequin Cat is just really great into games 2 and games 3. And then Ninja Mosquito for stupid OTK lines. With Downward into Zeus, because you're playing Xyz, may as well play Zeus. And then one Sprint, I see the argument for 2. I might even end up playing 2 and cutting one of these. Probably not this. It wouldn't be the Gym Buster. Probably. It'd be one of these 2. Probably the only Mario to play a second Sprint. But I don't know. Haven't decided. I like my rank 2 toolbox up here. And from that we have the Bujinki, because Bujinki makes double toad and it's solid. And then we have the IP and the SP. And then Dark, because Dark's really good in the mirror and Dark's just good in general. You could cut this also. But these 2 cards are nuts. And then for the 15 card is the Avermax. Tier, I don't think Tier can out this card main deck wise. And a lot of the cards in the format target and destroy right now. So Avermax is nice. This is not Cope. I have a lot of people tell me this, like friends wise tell me that Avermax is bad, but I will die on the hill of Avermax. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this list, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.